Testing Anthony Gordon of Everton. Oh yeah, and we jai. On farm. I just work as a beton, but the first can intimidate you or more. I asked a fortune Anthony for next kind of mope. Eventually, so bet me 100 million euros on be releasing. But clubs in the Premier League, you first can win now more. And the Aston Villa for no. At some point in time, there were reports. Oh, say Aston Villa for they are ready. But the club Aston Villa no, Gerardine no bet me jabo na manako. He was ready to release him. But the club Aston Villa say the boy must stay. So eventually, I was the organizational decision, you know, a supreme over head coach Francis Steven Gerrard and Thomas Omonje 25 million pounds in entum. So Arsenal for a target of a branch friend said Douglas Luiz. He would have been a good replacement for some of these injured players no more Arsenal no. Okay. But it's quite unfortunate. I'm catch us a Brebama you better discuss Manchester United and Ten Hag kakra. And I show me game in the beat, you understand say coaching is winning my heart for one or two reasons. And I'm catch us say over Premier League na your Premier League standard. And your Premier League leagues all over the world biawo standard and the level of expectations. Premier League na Ten Hag ababa be remuno. Or a philosophical coach. He is a coach that believes in attacking football, a free-flowing football, possessive football. Ten Hag in a style of football no. Very dominant in terms of possession. Oba in the first 2 games no boy he wanted to control games. In fact, Manchester United considered 4. Ne team beya. Brentford. Manchester considered 4. And now I was a note no yen intentem. Now all concentrating on the defensive organization of Manchester United. Until Lisandro Martinez, Embra, Emepe Rafael Varane, na magwa nko bench. We have to strengthen the defensive midfield department and with Casemiro. Na me kwa minim every say Casemiro buy. Oh McTominay bo awobo. Then some more bobo and some more travel to bear 70 minutes. No the Casemiro aba become McTominay no mercy din watch. So today, in order for him to gain results, he is trying to work on the defensive department of Manchester United before say ono ne bebo bono person bono obe open up. So at the moment he is playing a close game, conservative type of football. Yen defend it and yet the style of Ten Hag. But the Premier League demands say at this point in time obetimenya results. Kopim so bebo bono ono ankasa peno. Nyambo echina Saturday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there are a lot of diagrams, a lot of lines or they managing Manchester United. The last 3 games we were picking 9 out of 9. And 9 out of 9, the last 3 games, were picking 9 points. Yes, one or Ten Hag. And a normal warrior or Dinas are results, no. Any the new road, they make Cristiano Ronaldo, no. Yami Adumo Chinano. You better a boss here, room. But transfers in your enemy door when a transfer, in terms of signings, Barcelona, Tinyambo Chamber come once.
But I say, Kofi Ricky, maybe call me guest. Kofi Manu Blue Boy, wonderful, ho. Captain. I'm for 2 minutes. I came out of a minimum and I would say, Banny, if you know the Abishim.
Welcome, Yasemka. Now, I was looking at the deadline day, no. Now, things that did not happen yesterday. Unlike previously, now we say running up on Sky Sports. Now, I quite a lot of movement near the Ecoso and you know. But I think the signing the ideal one. Our club now they needed so much. Aubameyang signing no to Chelsea. Obakaya earlier on, I'm saying day earlier, Anna Chelsea and now so Wesley Fofana signing, and you could see that Chelsea faithfuls no, they were not so much enthused with that. Even though Obey very good signing for them, but now they were not enthused for no signing no because they thought say so more team now the very department, but we someone lucky by up front. So you could see some sending message to them say instead of concentrating on Aubameyang signing, they are signing another defender. So it means now they needed a number 9. Obetimi Abwa Omu team in going forward. So Aubameyang coming in wasn't a surprise, even though now Omo Dinachika Kra Ache. But then finally they've been able to sign him some £10 million plus another player to Alonso to Barcelona, and I think I completed that signing a very good one. The good thing the coach never called for Aubameyang is that under Ten Hag Now say under sorry, touch I touch no. What now Juma 2 years of Borussia Dortmund. And in 95 games, Aubameyang scores 95 games or so 79 goals. Under Tuchel. So what him no. So say if so we here baby at the inside now ya kai obi a wonim na obetimi na adwuma. And Aubameyang at this point in time in Barcelona no ya be surplus requirement to some extent because one on the Lewandowski aba among other players it na a pecking order no na e coach even though call Barcelona no perform badly at all. Some 11 goal that he scored for Barcelona in February no call Barcelona at the time when I see ebe ko na we you know also when you problem with us na anu move e call and go be person ko betimi atna ho. But I think the Chelsea team Chelsea move now up will help him, will do him a lot of good than so better Barcelona. So I think that signing is my signing of the day. And I think with the Chelsea team that I saw, and I've seen playing the league, you know, who's in 5 games they've lost 2. And many of I said Bobby suffering in up front no. And Aubameyang knowing the Premier League very well, no. I think that's my work can say finish business in the Premier League, you know. When he gets there, I said when he gets started, don't forget someone say before attack, you know. I think they're in the jaw. So jaw upon time. I hope I know when you're injured, you know. Maybe all by my machine but you have to work on his jaw, no. Say never perfect. Chelsea you come good for Chelsea. And then I think it's Otama Adema, you know. Maybe this is
that's it, Captain Siasia. Let me show. Aye.
Bano. Tio, proper buffon abano. Say cap buffo kofumanu. Or money buffo papa.
Are buffo be any papa.
Oh, me come be some proper buffo.
Okay.
On what kind of history chewa? Baby a wo no. And baby onyini ye. Ording.
Yeah. Kontrai na said Captain Kai no your guest at the studios. Kofi Manu Blue Boy wonderful and waha na ye won semfo bese ena kase pa ye no ebidi hu nkomo obeta chidan kakra o wafutu odema both kotoko hanosofok Africa na mo ekono wofa ese zona na mo beye dia ye ntimi embo ye behwe gold case ada hono no na Congress na no de todwa no ye di hu enkomo ti twen no wo question bia betimi de aba unisum cement ena me de koma na kwa aba maka cho sa densufo ni nyina no amomagu ahome untisika bebre mfanto 32.5 hour no ne bo no e wo form eye concrete etwa blocks tiles plus rent kama an integrated race company ene dia ba ene ngofo Santas about opposite Unity filling station near Shepo de Amomo na for makoton nyamfaso e de si dan na afia hoden etumi abem 0273 664 441 eno no eye nketenkete nipa obo modin di sadro ni ba no eye Mama Elizabeth e dia da no eye Faith Homeopathic Clinic ubepa cho wonko ho ensan fa yade no nko fie enkosu de ebaju bia na ye ho adwuma de mam eno nti stroke no wonse po chachachache fibroid diabetes pressure ulcer asthma ni nyina no me de menimpa ne se Mama Elizabeth ana henema kokoben wo boa wo ete ena siwe ne so a ye be mu hono ade yie wo kan ade a wo hono clear ye kwa henema kokoben 18 junction so bogoso station ho atakrade anaji police station Monday to Saturday watrase ye adwuma 0246 728-675 bibia natural bia no ya mpini wachi ansa no ahwe ko straight na fa ye adwuma sansa natural na hanya nye de Truman capsules enti bema bia kura ne mudie mu a utimi nsa wonya agemu ntam e wampam obema ne fonwa enye sofo ne de kotena eye Truman ene enomo obetuma gina so ama ba no ho asepeno a eye Truman wa wo kokole na ka ba da ne heba tenata ka ba kenso krakra de no Alhaji Muhammad PK Gombila 0249 017101 ene de yankofa yefie nkosia wo wanko enkofa obibia na kosia wo edin ye Quick Credit and Investment Micro Credit Limited edin wa na so de mu ye nyina na se magbosia fa ko hye adwuma na se adwuma no wo hye ase e koso unya sika ne bi wura mu a ka begu so akonkan fa wura mfimfini na mu a ena wekese no pebi hyem ya fetutu aka no mo nyiro mo ho enya adwuma me pa cho die hia sisi ye de e Ghana card ene number no obi fro se hia ne ha wono udili wo internet so a akrono sem na aba ne trimmamu ya no 0596 920 833 yakoba memao post ni edru bosome fra ho ewa ha na maka kunun Ghana ena nana kofi ho nsam ede acho wonderful kwaba
yes I opinion
apombo ko de
boko
na one party enim sanka sunya patam de ho na abutu anasa na time eken de na do abedi ye patam asai
sama de so pese o jasemba yedin kan amamre kwanso mete asante ma asase sui na wo se medikane meto nchia kese pa ema opimso
and correct
asante ma wura onyini kakra wo kira nti da wo chia mo South Africa he introduce me free kira de mi krom ni
wow
ya besra me na na do mani me mra e de se manchia ndi ehu na osebe the humility and it's saying ahobrase o di kasa kira me nti ama even though that time I don't know what you na misa chiano oni ni atrankonwa nyina
okay
na masana edru ha wakobo say ade ni mini sunwani de na chese do ma mani se me tuhwi na me chia aduana PSC
good
osaje for osiade yo Dr. Ajimambadu the second oni na atrankonwa na mia so chirafo etie mia mtwetwo mutwo me nchia mpapa wo fase a oye chirahene chia na chirahene na chirahema na fi wahwefo any watifu any studio ha ba be de ba fo ne ba be ne ba fo nyina me chia be asema obusa me Kofi man e mo wa say santama obusa mke wo so hu tama me kai 2014 was it that time jama fair e say ba no but the takri kwesi yan tachi no NDC for time na santama osika. We wanted people to understand the issues and let people to understand say mpyanchia emwa enetane emwa nti me Kofi man ya mbetena sika from Kumasi ya but the point is that those days in remember me Kumasi ya for over 20 years in remember ha meda they say Stadium Hotel
how they himself
base into to the extent they say me 20% discount. It is executive room from got the whole day 20% yati who and meet me at the foforo. Into a young as a freedom fighter. Me feel say Ash Gold in particular as a legal person. Yedi adebia diwa and etani kum. Ntino Kumasi ne oboase. I will say nipa betiase.
Okay.
Sebe ya obi anyina me dofe decision na disciplinary committee na nkasa twroye se ma twro no wo mu any decision appeal committee ni twro mu se wo wia na wabusa ho say so why do you ban these people intino enyame wanwa say fipro eko amafo be they say PFAG for no be ye member of the Ghana Football Association which is wrong because the welfare body at the time they were campaigning because even your mother body FIPRO no and you're member of FIFA TUC is a member of government. That's why Gaka is not member of FA. Intina we be one here bedroom maybe I was say we take the welfare aspect of a they had to rush to FIPRO and you be canny and you say no kakra preliminary ruling at the buy they ended by saying say players not a war chance of success.
One of them akohona yenye say said na
ya no my left
good odi African odi aduana akobi kotoko ejina akono azofuk ejina akono kotoko kra de fieda nena wotwi ya enamoko kadiogo na fe game na baso ewo Ivory Coast yenhwe ogum eja hoko coach foforo enaba new players abefra omambo abom koto aso ewo Sudan azofuk binim gidi yese some body team last experience for no especially Rodwana na ye adwuma ewo Galaxies minim afutu ya wo hwe de ama two clubs yi
ni ameka ne se kotoko ne has no be ko gina Ghana Football Association anim in particular and Ghana as a country in general nti was be kwa betim ti anim ne was say yet say for some time now no Ghana football no ekofom nti this is an opportunity for them to prove say Ghana football no esenaba and kotokonye obia e was say afena wo betunu for about Africa in terms of coaching Nasif I think 83 kurabaji that any friend African Cup Champions League na coach na German they say critical coach in ma beje nti no once management is intact the management na me I always say coach contribution to success or winning of a match 20%. Onya dem kura ne tumnika wie no ye ne akoduro ha ye duru park so a ne aka no a eka ho no 40% management mo anye mo nema yi mo motivate players mo anye say a sa 40% ne mo ntimo anye mo 30% winning no emma players no so no ne contribute another 40%. Nti say players no motivating on yi na coach in instructions awodi ama no will follow on the field of play because on the field of play no coach no gina akire keke na wote atem. Nti no I always want management to do their part. Players no so no once has a sound kotoko a sound when ya kwane se wokobo Africa no hwe hu se Ghana fo nyina yani adawo so nti ne benye saade no na coaches no so enyanto boase but has no kotoko no French ni be ka say they nyina be ancien for old people are about Africa but near woman say this time around because of see ye nyina yenim Africa hano Ghanaian teams whether national or they say club side no ye ni goodwill biawo ba bia nti wo koduru park na so a hwe hu say on sisiu but pa say obema mwakitu ebi no eni ho nti for adwene ko fa wo referee ko play to the whistle near was say we discipline don't argue with referees. Captain, you have no right to challenge the decision of a referee. Loss of the game, no, but unfortunately, no. Na man for feel say captain, obetima challenge. You can go and ask, but you don't challenge. Until all these things, you know, around, you know. So, but here we are, me feel say has. Now in the game, Kotoko in particular, Kadiogo, ayi Kotoko go kumaseda. Until no. Ben ya wa they say nia wa hu bi pe no ohun bi bio nia wa kan no so no osuro so no enti sa ka diogo na aba be first match be ko bono asan ko bono ya mo so krum ben ye very careful.
Okay but I say na yamra na yamhwe I go issue a wudi kan e boss na ni wepoku na eso wo chiao
na jina so we
ko boase a
me mistake. I mean, Chad or was a phone, I mean, can't you say, baby, akoko abemfancy baby. Na premium de bebo.
Okay.
Life.
Wow. Hey, didn't training gidi o mu ye yo.
Ya registration we are said that enable league in area you go
for wonderful.
I started league January da. And I went away.
I started the
Mekai court cases here.
Mekai.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Na ni moboku bisa say atike be na wo mu a am say congress here to be ya mo agoro din kra wo hi
Asgro was represented.
Okay.
Asgro ko. The point is that Asgro case, you know, yemfa no current nchen. Maybe I'll first of all deal with the regulation. When say me the hard copy me pay until me print a decision, you know. Na me ko just a page bi.
Because I'm saying I cannot say league I go bobi. Okay.
We dating Thomas TV chair no. On ne be carry. Hamam. Inti can page
so no to mira wo Chelsea ento abasa wo ba for kaima no na wa ento de se me nka so wo nchiresi o.
Can first one we mamintie. 1 2 year. Yeah, I'm away and one.
You know, Katana, wafa, wonderful dear mammy no. Nitri assembly in the disciplinary committee of the Ghana Football Association. And up Ubaba panel no Ghana Football Association vs Ashanti Gold Football Club officials, player and team officials in the matter of misconduct charged against Ashanti Gold SC and others in the respect of their Ghana Premier League match against Inter Allies FC at the Lencre Stadium. And a decision Ashanti Gold SC. Now wasi minyadi nyina na memra brief facts. Brief facts no. On 17th July 2021.
17th July 2021.
Ashanti Gold SC played Inter Allies FC in the 2020-2021 Ghana Premier League Match Day 34 game at Obuasi Lenkley Stadium. After the match, there were several reports within the local and international football space that the match was fixed to fulfill a correct score of 5-1 in favor of Ashanti Gold SC.
Yeah.
The match eventually ended in 7-0 against Interlice SC.
Any reasonable person, committee, when you we investigation because there was reports. Even after the match, it's a match in the end 5-1. In the end, it ended 7-0. So what is the basis?
Basis for
before no you decate 5 and then we know
Can you have bio facts no? Can it be on
17th July 2021?
Yes.
Ashanti Gold SC played Inter Allies FC in the 2020-2021 Ghana Premier League Match Day 34 game against Obuasi game at the Obuasi Lenkley Stadium. After the game,
yes.
so after the match, there were several reports within the local and international football space that the match was fixed to fulfill a correct score of 5-1
5-1
in favor of Ashanti Gold SC.
Thank you. Go ahead.
The match eventually ended in 7-0 against Interlife FC.
So if you are a serious person, why do you waste your time? You said reports. I would see based on it. I'll be investigating. 5-1.
No, 5-1.
And it's 7-0. 2014, Germany share Brazil semi-finals in World Cup 7-1. Now no other yet here. Liverpool share 9 years. Investigation because now. Now what Ghana have no what in your can England. And just say Ghana football na tisem year. Uti bibia no what the committee is on transfer. Thank you.
But wonderful so before that no na you want some yet tin na ma money course I give.
Okay, we can we so can page 2 can we?
Page 2 no. Mbacho osi min kan sports radar. Sports radar 2 sorry paragraph 2 paragraph 2 page 2 no sports radar a Swiss based international company's fraud detection system a unique service that identifies betting related manipulations in sports globally for a number of leaks through its vast amounts of data reported that there was strong pre-match betting and telltale signs of fraud on the said match. The GFA, Compliance and Integrity Office, together with the GFA prosecutors, investigated the matter and, in accordance with Article 34(5) of the GFA Premier League regulations, preferred charges against the two clubs and referred Ashanti Gold SC to the disciplinary committee.
Thank you. She said, based on Swiss sport radar, I born on near the year betting.
Strong.
Yes, strong. Now, into my more. At the same investigations, remember? Your investigation must conclude that there was betting.
Good.
That caused the fixing of the match. I didn't write their conclusion. Me pentem time on you.
Well, we live on Oripa Radio, Oripa TV. Tender say.
Wonderful on the hot seat.
And at the end, just say, wonderful on the hot seat.
Yes. Can it?
Page 20. Page 20.
Page 20.
Page 20.
Topic.
Page 20 now. Will be a mommy. Now, I have no findings.
Say the findings of the committee.
Paragraph. Findings was say the crucial question at this point is whether the case of the prosecution has been proved.
Yes.
Having inferred from the facts and the corroborated pieces of evidence and of course the whole evidence before it, the committee finds that number one, Ashanti Gold SC. There is strong evidence that Ashanti Gold Sporting Club, as a legal entity, engaged in a fixed match. Number two, there is evidence of match fixing before the start of the game between Ashanti Gold SC and Interlice FC. Number 3, there is strong collaborated evidence of the match fixing on the field of play between Ashanti Gold SC and Interlife SC. Number 4,
no, the most important thing, honey,
Good.
investigation by
Number 4, the GFA investigation team did not probe sufficiently into betting, so not much was found on betting except snippets of evidence which cannot be linked to any betting system or suspicious betting patterns. Besiktas cars 2013 A3258. Besiktas directly stroke indirectly involved in a fixing. Lack of clarity on direct or indirect involvement was held not to be fatal as an illegibility determination was not sanctionary in nature.
Thank you. Case closed. Somebody brofinasi. The court to disciplinary committee no answer court to cast decision. Say we need enough a year. You can't use it to sanction.
Before enough.
Yes. The premise of this investigation was about betting. That was why you illegally, unlawfully went to telecom and they said koje obi ni momo transfer ni say ni as if you say who did transfer no ko babia near the ato so say we are betting momo transfer. Meanwhile you yourself, your conclusion, all the nyawo can say there was match fixing for what? Every club fixes a match for a purpose.
Yeah.
And if you say because of the number of goals it is match fixed, you don't understand football. Meanwhile, you yourself, 4 findings, 4 naturally say betting they didn't probe because you have no evidence. So why do you go ahead to ban somebody or to indict somebody to disgrace the person? Now, quite apart from your you go to sanctions.
Good.
Me lawyer ni, but in Sramu Kumasi lawyer for Bemuam, Yami Bekan. Can the findings, the sanctions, Canabra.
But Obia Ofuro no, Yako page 21.
Na Obeyobi, Amon.
I'm going to professor. Now page 21 over. But Wadaroma, your sanctions. Wonderful. Sanctions no. Sorry 1. Na 1 no more A. Enti one number no. Enti 1A. Na 1A no that at the end of 2020-2021 Ghana Premier League season, Ashanti Gold SC shall be demoted to Division 2 League in accordance with Article 6.3.
In accordance with
Article 6.3H of the GFA Disciplinary Code.
Mpacho can Article 6.3H na adebene adeden.
Article 6.3
H.
3H
nini?
H. Okay. That's relegation to a lower division.
Relegation to a lower division, demotion to second division. Ghana for your coach Kukushian. If you quote an article of or a provision, Article 6.3H. Article 6.3H said a relegation to a lower division. Then you yourself, you go and write as a lawyer, say demotion to second division. From premier to second division, and yet the lowest division. Yeah. The word demotion, when they say relegate to lower, obi for premier, and yet they say division 1. Does it go to the lowest?
No. That is when it is relegation. But when it is demotion, because relegation
no. Harry. He has quoted an article. Article is talking about relegation. As a lawyer, why do you quote demotion? Why do you write demotion?
So that
so in effect, this decision is bogus. Even somebody who has not done a law before, will not write such a decision. Very bogus. Master, so one go school na se broni twama wo hu se broni na twama.
And you broni na for school babe.
No, me dey say what? Wonya lawyer ni kura wo hu say wo lawyer ni wakokotu article say a 6-3-H. Now H now what quote now what they punish and delegation to demotion.
Because the two are different, it has different meaning altogether.
Meanwhile, why you charge him now? And in all these decisions, there is nowhere that was captured that you charge him count one, count two, count three. Every lawyer, every judge, prosecution, or trial decision, so and so was found guilty on count one. Is there anything like that in here? You lump everything together as a fixing of match. Even if it is fixing of match, where you need to go and sanction Article 33 for future.
Article 33. Okay. If placed with another team, a match which has been declared non-competitive or the results of which has been found to be predetermined or fixed.
Thank you. Yes. So, if you find out finally say there was a fixed match, you go to the GFA Premier League regulation, Article 33 for forfeiture of match. A team commits an offense punishable by forfeiture of a match where it plays with another team a match which has been declared non-competitive or the results of which have been found to be predetermined or fixed. And in all your findings, you were talking about match being fixed. And I'm 1 to 3, match being fixed. So why will you quote disciplinary say 3H? And even the disciplinary says 3H has only said that these are disciplinary measures. This is a general disciplinary book. Now, yet to the Abeshe has said, this man was tied, count 1 was on then the GFA Premier League regulation. So if you are charging somebody on the GFA Premier League regulation and you have found him to have fixed matches,
the club was charged for a breach of Article 34(5)(a) of the Ghana Premier League regulations 2019.
Thank you. The emphasis on Nampeno. You hear 33.
34(5)(a).
34(5)(a).
Article 34(5)(a).
Thank you. And one 33 34
5A.
5A. And here the same thing we quote no. Entino tio oko 34(6). Asemo okani. Ade. In addition to matters referred to in any other regulations, it shall be misconduct if a club director blah 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 have done or permitted or assisted any of the following to be done: violation of laws of the game, playing with another game, suspend player, blah blah, continuing up, blah blah blah. Then a fixed match is under this regulation. My question is, what did this regulation now I charge you be? If you found him guilty of that count, this same regulation will prescribe sanctions. Under Article 33(3). Never call for Juventus. That is what they applied in the Juventus case. Anywhere they found a fixed match, they declared defensive as a loser and deducted points. That is what you must do. You don't go to disciplinary code, and when you quote the article, you go and punish differently.
Wonderful. Who shall cast now? Who say I'll go bebo this year Premier League ni bina minim. We be able to say time no. As me say that then na.
Well, me honorable who says we injustice to Obia. Ghana had the only place you can go for redress a court.
Okay.
We are a confessor ni apoda. Ni decision wa ha. Thank you. Yes. A human rights issue. Now, let's go to the fairness appeal committee decision. I don't hear a con. This is Justice Abuaji decision 30th October 2001. Otrono F. A year, na ono ani din wo ho IK Aboaje chairman when they decided say committee no church na ya on family F ni hwem na on fa into so no this is another decision which was signed by Emmanuel Jima anambwa ni din wo ho as for general secretary
sign for general
yes sad decision we me ba ho
ofine wo dwuma wo
me ba ho factory bia
na camera nin capture
che factory
pacho ni camera no yes one capture
ne ka munya ma bona ge wo ho ma ya ne anka wo so
eh David eja ho wi a wo bakọ
de bakọ no wo twa dia
kan ha ma minti
dear all decision on the appeals committee in re-appeal by Ashanti Gold SC, Interlights FC, and others.
Thank you.
Please accept our compliments.
Yes.
Please find attached the GFA Appeals Committee decision on the above mentioned case for your attention and compliance. Sporting regards. Say Secretary Judicial.
No.
Signature. Sporting regards.
Say signature da ho.
Signature da ho.
There no ho no.
Secretary for the judicial bodies.
Yes, status way. There is nothing like secretary for judicial bodies recognized by this status. Again, whose name is there? Who signed?
The secretary no need.
So this decision, its communication and everything, bogus from the first day. Many lawyer knew. Bogus. Now let's go into the contents. Ankasa, pinchery. Appease with the enemy. I don't hear you. Disciplinary Clementino. Make us say me come here.
Ruling because and on us thank you come kakra. So person we ni nyina na ye
say me ye boom.
Okay.
Me every decision me paper be alpha for date first. Na her signature and name.
Here pa.
No introduction. No conclusion. No aba me dey hoka asa sa na yedi I hona sebo ntimi ma ye wi ni tia ye eko ma say ye mayor investigation was betting in the end the same decision says that there was no evidence of betting.
Say am for betting e kan asem no ma fe do mo se face match.
Yes.
Na you know appeal no omo ka asem bi omo say enye omo movie case no from the koye say omo first you know suspicion no nyenwa.
Now
I think when I read it I saw something.
No, I no kura na ehu no. Me na man kwa chire me bro. Appeal no. Page 1. Adede. This appeal is by way of rehearing. So we shall not be following the grounds of appeal as listed by all the parties in the process filed.
Yes.
That alone is a problem.
Okay.
Now, we shall review the record and apply the regulations of Ghana Football Association in establishing the guilt or otherwise of the clubs, their players, and officers. So, the appeal committee was going to review everything to establish the guilt of individuals.
And the institutions involved.
Yes. In the end, this is what the appeal committee, page 8, Mpacho, page 8, paragraph 2, we see.
Page 8, paragraph 2, over. Indeed, the evidence obtained by the committee on mobile money received by Emmanuel Ni Amwa through his Momo agent from an agent in Obuasi supports the telephone evidence obtained by the investigation team. We are not in this ruling concerned about whether the match was played in a non-competitive manner for betting purposes.
Hold on. Appeal committee. Our investigation started and was based on betting. Because when you're betting, you are not interested in betting. So what are you interested? So you just want to disgrace people just like that.
What we are seeking from a review of the evidence is to establish whether or not the match was played competitively or not.
And if the match was played competitively or not, and it was not played competitively, it is for a purpose. What is the purpose? What is the purpose?
Yeah.
And as an investigating team, you couldn't end up to say the purpose of that fixed match was not betting but for this.
Some cry final and kitchen chess.
Now, for the last paragraph of the appeal committee decision.
Last paragraph.
Yes.
The regulations of the Ghana Premier League and ancillary regulations all provides for sanctions to be imposed on all the actors involved.
Yes.
The actors involved were the actors involved were Dr. Kwaku Frimpong,
Yes.
Mr. Emmanuel Frimpong,
Yes.
all players
Yes.
and technical officers of both clubs who participated in the game, as well as Emmanuel Ni Amwa.
So full stop. Ash Gold was mentioned as an actor.
Dabi.
Ntayalas was mentioned as an actor. Meanwhile, you the appeals committee,
Players and officers.
you said that we shall review the records and apply the regulations of Ghana football in establishing the guilt or otherwise of the clubs.
The clubs involved, yeah. The players and the officers.
In the end, you have stated that those actors were this, that, without mentioning
As an entity, yeah.
So why do you sanction them?
One of we na the crowd say because you have a wafa na ya hwe Congress kakra.
Say me, Dr. Kwaku Frimpong, especially as Gold, as a club.
Good.
Injustice. Injustice. Abaho. It is say Ghana asemba pe kukukuku. Oh yemkokunu. Even when yahun so obi di two abo obi ni court. Court no beto toano. Say prosecutor no nsem kanu NCC so ye ja no. Nipa kro even though be awaku nipa. But we no de obi aye na dwene say at all costs as go esi egu no. Because from all these two decisions, it is clear that Asgold as a legal person has not benefited from anything. Even if Asgold benefited by gaining 3 points, the law says Article 33E, you will forfeit your point.
You went to JNB.
Yeah, then they deduct. Then the same disciplinary committee will go and quote an article from the disciplinary code and write a different thing. So clearly, intermediate long ago, me can't say me kofi manu there. We are some man obi ebu kwase anu na sefo nyina. But be say ko ane law court. Luckily, ba be call ni late kakra ba be adwuma ba akokọ.
Because league near share next week ya wonderful.
Yeah, share. Na league no true. Ase ba akokra ehun wom ne say. League na be share. We dem say ya postpone Champions League indefinitely. Champion.
Yes.
Can Article 9 of the Premier League regulation, Super Cup.
Article 9. Page 5.
Yes.
The Super Cup. The Super Cup match shall be played before.
The Super Cup match shall
be played before the commencement of the league.
Thank you. And I don't know why this administration is behaving as if it's a Bentebrof. The General Secretary is a lawyer. And you don't even have the right as executive council to cancel it.
When a football machine been see that day.
Been see that. What they do is that you go to Congress.
Okay.
That is the highest and legislative body of the association. They can do and undo. You explain to them, say, then the Congress will agree and approve. Say, oh, because of this, blah, 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 this year, Super Cup, Yemfa and Tech Baby. But you don't sit at your office. When you know that it is an event that should precede the league, you go and sit there and cancel. So they say by Ochina, Monday, Tuesday will be the junction to league in Israel. Will you blame the person?
So by the saying say the same clubs no one am the executive current ESCO powers be to take decisions on your behalf. What I say even not going to the Congress.
So if you want to take, you don't take it. This is a law. If you want to, after a one more executive council, one more Premier League, right? So you amend. You don't amend by word of mouth. They didn't deliberate on it.
There was no deliberation on this.
I don't have. I don't.
So
it is not about deliberation. You have taken it upon yourself by enacting rules now. So you don't just by way of mouth and information, then you say article this. I was say boy, you postpone, mobile. You amend and give reasons why this particular year, Article 9 of the regulation should read this or that.
Now wonderful. Well, bulletin, some are working. Bulletin in simple year. Issues na kasana won in bulletin form be
issue in say
so what can you know
summary first.
Yes.
Yeah, mpyanchia.
Ash
gold.
Okay.
In what aspects?
Because you try to once to say ash gold I bet after the match. In the end, the same committee now, both appeal and disciplinary committee in which say betting no dear.
Na obi
now we shall see can say more betting and 7 no more say 5-1 in the end the match ended 7-1. Nowhere in this world is own goal a crime in football. Now no Man City obi lead the 2 in the second half be buy be share no good and indeed 3-2 betting. And then sometime oti ha no ka say broni ya 4-2 mama broni ya bonia
as good interact players team onu a 10 watch ball say we say on goal most times no I an attempt to clear the ball
wonderful now reading excess of
watch ball onu a 10 what 10 ya ko basha onu ani pool so
then it become mama what goalkeeper ya pass the ball what we so opeja na ball afasi a sheda abrofo goalkeepers
it me see
no wonderful your ball yeah. Can you compare? Example, you had the message here. Yet mean compare no to player no ankasa kita ball.
Ona kamebe. No wonderful. Say Abroni yeni Abroni by you.
Different from goalkeeper yamane passer all control na bwana fana na me person be say a lot of questions in
answer. An individual our park so or dan ho no ball to nature. The evidence na o watch say the club as an entity.
The evidence is that the player himself granted an interview saying he said what he said
hearing say you see and until I make I say those who sat on these committees are lawyer for whom no do they deserve to be there? You rely on hearing say to sanction. And in your conclusion, you said that there was no betting. You are not interested in the betting. Look, let me. A case of what the end of what did no, my name was a question. 2006. 2006. Or about 40. 2006. Sami Kufuor all pass the ball na kwa anko Rwanda nani. No be befai. I do a betting. Any betting. I am mistake.
Wonder video ni be share. Player dey
because when the other no one pass your cotton net. Na ose Kufuor de no other no one pass your cotton net straight. Obi be fire no ko share ntiro no de nya bone.
We dey no one head that boy wonderful. On one 10 year na pa.
No tie o. O pass yam pass the ball my goalkeeper. Now we evidence in you. I'm not interested. How do you continue to go on the fixing? So
Tomas. Wonderful to what's that?
Was for what purpose?
No, just to have a certain score line for
and that score line is for what?
That score line
is for what?
For some people's peculiar interest.
Interest like what?
Interest like making money out of the game.
The same committee said that
there is no proof of making money out of the fixing.
Yes.
No,
So why will you sit here and say
that be wonderful Thomas you Thomas until America say conclusion at the mind the
I have never given conclusion.
Based on what the
It's not based what they wrote. If somebody says I am not interested in the betting case, why will you go ahead to ask for fixing? And if it is you are not interested in betting, then it is fixing a match for points. And if you fix match for points, you go under forfeiture. Where you are declared loser of the match, do you go and quote Article 66(3)(h) and at the same time do a different thing? So you see that injustice. Obia ina just say ade we ya aba no I was say me Kofi Manu. I don't. There is nowhere me as me mama ye wo me to abosomfie. Loto ye ntwa bi da.
Wonderful.
Auto. No. I'm telling you about what I know. Me ntwa bet da. Inti se nipa na ye bone wo bet ya. Come out and conclude. Say nipa na ye investigation no wa bet. Match na you fixing and you fixing my. We have seen a betting sikan all along. They have been betting sikan or transfer into the accounts of Ash Gold. So we have this evidence against them. You don't go and sit down and just do anything anyhow and come you think that me class 1 teacher when wuntem nti me fa nwoma na me kan na me discuss say be ya me class 1 teacher masa ko obuo na nim bebanyam. But you don't go to law school and come and tell me Kofi Manu I call law school that say your premise of your investigation is say betting I may fix the match. Then you come and say they didn't have any proof of betting, but you still go ahead to say there was match fixing. Match fixing for what?
Wonderful young child. Ni nyina no be be next week. Kofi Manu last one I mean ko
that point one it seems say me person ke general kakra ni biem kakra. Wonderful. We are talking about a football club here, Ashanti Good. Any interlies who instigates, commands, counsels, solicits, procures, or in any manner purposely aids, facilitates, encourages, or promotes the playing of a first match or a match of convenience involving his club or involving other clubs. The results of which may in one way or the other affect his club, commits a grievous offense, and the offender shall be referred to the disciplinary committee for appropriate sanctions.
They say the offender. A peace committee, offenders are black club what sanction club.
Do you see that as a typo error?
Which one is it?
I deliberate. No, one thing how can you know? The offender. And paragraph also talk about officials, club, and this same appeals committee, why should that this same yes, Mami ready. Me and family Hima Krum SD Primary School Brofonkai. We shall review the record and apply the regulations of the Ghana Football Association in establishing the guilt or otherwise of the club, the players, and officials. Then they say that the offender shall be sanctioned. You have now, in your own decision, said that these were the offenders, the actors. The actors involved were Dr. Kwaku Frimpong, all parties and technical officers of both clubs who participated in the game, as well as Emmanuel Ama. So why will you punish our entire life?
Why also who can say club is a legal entity?
Yes.
How would you
it's a person.
The
club is a person.
Zach, what be Musa wonderful na?
But obi the question about Mami Musa.
Musa no bafo.
But Osi Musa will say, if somebody steals and goes to court, will the court be interested why the person stole?
Yes, it's wonderful. Problem you know, problem you know, the concluding part of normal no they didn't capture responsible. But any other thing, you be individuals, you said Tama, said Dreams FC, Daniel Bozani and asked for by what happened. Cass said go back and look at the case where the man was unqualified at the end, so that match Dreams FC had to forfeit.
Meanwhile, if Dreams FC had to forfeit that match and then be deducted 3 points, they won't be first. So they are playing in the Premier Division, they are playing there by default. So they should go back. Temayuf that was first should come. That's all. Meanwhile, in this your decision, you didn't say it is even going to take a retrospective effect. That is why confusion about and a replacement in the
Some of them.
no, most of them are bono.
And for our
Those who come to the football.
Okay.
Yes. Some.
What else?
Those who come to football these days were born cool. But how can you, a lawyer, go and conclude? Start by telling us that some rather say betting. So and so you are investigating. Then finally you say there was no betting, but there was a fixed man. Fixed man for what?
Sorry. But for Musa, a chance, you know. And I'm coming from the charge sheet necessary from betting to match fixing.
Match fixing. That is where Ash Gold would have been declared losers. They will use for future Article 33 because they fix the match to gain points.
Okay.
And the regulation, yes, and the regulation says that if you fix the match or you play it non-competitive, you lose. You are declared loser. Under for future. So the disciplinary committee should have used this Article 33 of the same Premier League regulation we used to charge or prescribable sanctions. Instead, if you have concluded of non-competitive a year, you go to Article 33 and only 33.
And what is saying?
Why you can?
Oh, okay,
Start your hand and the just this line.
33 for future of matches.
Yes.
A team commits an offense punishable by forfeiture of matches where it plays with another team a match which has been declared non-competitive or the results of which have been found to be predetermined or fixed.
Was it not their conclusion? So why didn't you charging somebody under Article 34(5)? Why don't you apply Article 33E? Then you go and quote disciplinary code. Now here me one say a whole lawyer. What go to provisions no? Provisions in the actual no hono. Na what chro eti.
Wonderful. They say, and some of confirm, and some of Canadian, Usu say I go as club in your bonnet.
Yes.
I was saying, what about champion?
Winning. Champion in Eban, unfortunately, they have not moved. But court case, everything is there. Because, so I should go in your bonnet. And then make us say, we will be an amount for you, and they said, oh no, young Kobe, be until the Minka. But let me use it, they say, players in India. Players in India, we call cars. We don't answer about cars. Cars there, they have element of success. Oko 40 at the Oko paragraph 41 added. In conclusion, the division president considers that the criterion of likelihood of success is met.
Yeah.
Based on that, Ade, stay. Odano. Sana left the ban. Now, yes, room they say. You the disciplinary committee are who actors and players in the count na club and count. Wait. Players in the court cast, they have lifted the ban. Yes, state players in the decision. Implicitly, it affects our goal.
Implicitly.
Yes. Because, like you are saying, the players play for Ash Gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you are basing that on your arguments,
now.
therefore, if CAS says that they have lifted the ban of the players, they have not committed any crime yet now. So Ash Gold as a club, why will you not allow them to play?
What have you seen? Maybe I do just see a court. Court to them met my injunction met me that to one identity.
And then the court has said, I'm in person make a hobby. Media make come football. Me, where we have a ball, into what punish ye. Unko baby, I said no crown over dib him, and here will be dib him. Nti my own suffer. And ni atabo a yɛde ato so no yɛayi woyi tabo na wonyi mfiri kɔbɔ ball woyi a wonyi mfiri ɔnkɔbɔ ball
it doesn't necessarily show say Ashgold nkan betumi abo
but
Ashgold you have a contract with Ashgold but why did Ashgold suffer
players want contract with Ashgold
well an argument sometimes you the same people are saying say players in Boba Ashgold until Ashgold should suffer meanwhile the same players have been left off the hook
and
why would Ashgold suffer
Eric Koso is playing for House of Folk meanwhile no but
no transfer boom you can transfer
okay
yeah but what I'm saying is that
asam yade
what I'm saying is especially who questions are who beside a boami argument and more say who person which say players a boni nuntino
yeah, it can't good.
Then I guess I play.
Now players, the one who watch one. No, on your bonia. I go better than was offer.
One of when you know, Cobas next week league, if it has an good mobile.
Oh, Sandy, a man for become mobi, best started. Nasa best started in Yasem. Because already, no, the executive council itself has aired by cancelling the Super Cup.
But for Ashgold afford you, man.
Ashgold.
And that you are
freedom fighter. Cameroon, you know, been himself a freedom fighter. Ghana, Libya, and Hocher.
Wouldn't say you need to more Cameroon.
Yes, Ghana, Libya, and Hobacher, no, me fight it.
Oh, okay.
What you know, question take it dear by. Some question take you on your mother for Cassidiasa. Banner did you know, and never Ghana. But I felt, say, I need to go and support that man, a drowning man. Ashgold, and more so. Ashgold me kwayofia no nti me ko boa kwayofia no kakra nti no and your friend is our boasefo a me chia won no obi anya me bone je soro ekotena nyinam sa base no yeah no sit together and rejoice start near no kakra on am chere nti no se nipa wo we se me media me ka na we ka se me jai me ya wo me to akonfofie and akonfofie no ya kan kire wo say so obi ne ho eye bon enti na ye kwa sorry kakra me gya akokora no time general kufu odwane ko share bishop amisa ni fie wo kekos na bishop amisa afa na ba nkran ne ya bono tuo tete no yenim se me maame akomfofie ye pa obi akunukura na oba ne maame ko ahemfie ko ka chese panyi ba ha be ka say nana ya ati that is all enti so obi ho ye and as gold asem no me pesa meka individuals asem whether Dr. Kwakufu or player obia ye nipa but a legal person as go and entire ayen sema enkaye
wonderful mama kutu bi on congress about silent phone so bi wa kire ne wafa so decision say one mo bi mi
congress na kasa kura ni say eba so
why
because executive committee as you nti brofo be ntiana Boko Article 31 Ordinary Congress Kanema Mama we kan wo kura we woni me twa so
oh confuse ki di all over
I'm only police like Kanema mean 3 no
me ka 3 ho Article 31 Ordinary Congress 3 the former convocation of Congress shall be made in writing and circulated to the members of the GFA at least
7 amendment to the media show
7 days before the stipulated date of the meeting of Congress. This convocation shall contain the agenda, the activity report, the financial statement, and the auditor's report and any other relevant documents.
The convocation I require for this Congress, was there any activity report containing it?
So the one who Congress.
No.
Congress
one could be.
But
I don't know. You go and they say oh yeah and to say your friend is FIFA yeah and say CAF, which is not true. Now you call the chow. Question yan take time Congress because it is once in a year. Can one Article 31 ordinary Congress year 1.
Yes.
Can
31 Congress shall meet in ordinary session once every football season. Usually before the commencement of the said season.
Entino offer obi free tamale wa bankraya. 2 hours no sorry ko but that is the place the highest and legislative body you discuss na activity report no e was say wo de come class no members no ne be kan that activity report no PLB report kan dol disciplinary committee prayer status committee all committee ni nyina e ka ho na wo so why wo de wasamrase ni nyina bom na ya kan but this one maybe the video maybe the actual video so you didn't meet the conditions for the congress, so there shouldn't have been any congress
na members so kwa all these things you are talking about the statutes you have it, disciplinary code you have it, appeals nyina we almost will be yet they go and they have it. They are your colleagues. It's all bit time as a congressman. And he has all these documents. But as some campaign, I'm just a time as a congressman. And he has all these documents. Yet, so I believe that all the Congress members in more documents and they know the law. No, they approve everything that is being tabled before them.
And I always say it, Ghana for a timid. It's Rasem.
Asan by Rasem.
Oko Congress in a pony. Those days, blue boy. I said, with your crowd here, man, trust you. Now, hobby. So those days, never me, my hijack Congress. Because I wouldn't go to a meeting and allow the high table, they don't vote in Congress. They have no vote. Executive Council for our things run. They don't have. So you people have to discuss the association and vote on matters. Yeah, Bella Chamo, Namako. Activity report and convocation.
So that's the Kenya. ESCO, the last Congress, no more the powers, Kokoma ESCO, and then they lead it to some of these things. And members, today you are fighting for them. I watch say or more. When they should have done these things before as a Congress, Basona or Mine. These same members will go there and approve everything that has been tabled before them.
So, yes, the point is that the fact is that Obi Hunse and Sue. At the higher Befano Diminique Kono, or to my interest, and go in. So, Babo, you now then, so then I still I won't pay me. You are not appear.
So, Babo, oh, yeah, every member now. Says you every member.
No natural person is a member of the individual.
No, do represent the club and the FA.
I'm a director of Adiana.
So it means say
if I want to go to Congress, I can go.
Good.
Now, no, sign check in this Kakoma one $10,000.
No, the photocopy. But for the 10%. That freedom fighter, it's good though. It's good though. But it can be better. Senka upushi more say. Court like human rights court. Can you say when it is that human rights court? When it is that if you know, they're not infringing on your right. Because they are it is infringing on the right of the FA members. No.
Then human rights court here in Kinfesa and of course Kinfesa was forced to be part of the
yes.
That is number one. Now has gone to the human rights court. Let's see the decision that will come.
Yes.
Next time another person will also go there. Wow. But me, most people in Congress, because they feel that you don't go to Congress.
I got rubber stamp.
Rubber stamp. You don't do that. Like the issue about Wafa. In our at the same started from your friend is Amidaus. Yen ya gonna say assembly etuye colleague yemfa ho won ya mechire no ntino ye wo hwa na be kan ye na mpanyimfo bu ba bi se wokọ na abo aneti ni oluwa nkoso sorry yes
nkase sorry misu
ne so
yes yeah I'm dance mrani chere say assemblly kuo no member bi mu a eye executive council na said yes say obekọ on behalf of the FE no akọ settle matter no see will be United Tamani Yohono. Miss Apinda, who was in charge, finally, Ziku, amicably handed over to the said George Atta. Tino affect. I mean, that's a problem. Obiati would the FNA 1 year. Now the same executive council no the disciplinary committee eyi me that's afrim obi ankasa Fire Rangers actual letter aba ye afrim any 24 hours are ye mfiri akura de marker nso me nwe be afi ho ben TV dawo me na me 1 day a obi be council no wasana we de e no te ho wafa for issue ya abai you call them table in fact football association it's not na wo kwa okra be yimbe yes you anyana sa
woni na me nie
waka ayekuo akuo na tu set na ho na hwehwe niama so mai call wafa sit down massa
mo how ne say
by our law we free zone 2 no oboba premier now sisa originally now born wo fire node sometimes now born wo suedru
yeah
na since we only thing they say watch it ewo ha
good
final no be reason be ni say nkwada na be de be ball no eco school ewo so ga kope ho oni ba ho into for this academic year if they want to move them because they are the players and the same time academy no they want to you look at that then look even at this congress you bring that matter up so kona ye no ye ma nipa ho akire na na say da bi
the boy cool
nkwada na eco school nti no maybe for this season we can do a swap
okay
sebe ankura no possible say at the end of the season you know academic they can arrange to get a place there to go to school or find an original base. That is what you the ken kobo yenya sa
wonderful home mame na me basi si anwa mama me ko fana yero wan na posi ni adro imbus no me ka honsam e de kire wo se wonderful general na so kasa wo wi a imbus Dr. Sharp na do ne be mane bi e ma system ne strong yade bia emo enam nsa yade infections and so ti dwa gaga pressure no e ye imbus na ne di to ase wo ko hospital square junction Dunkers Popio obenya bi atu akoton 0246 2084 96 enye bank bia na ko save edin no e ye bosome fra ho rural bank was overdraft kiddie fund child development fund motor vehicle loans microfinance salary loans we no ye dream alive e me de papa group loans monka humum ye ma mo bosia entertain dwuma no hihye ne comment no network atiko bia ne hono mo yenko ota for my 4 asaf market boye sa nwomontuo esiwa nswayem adeshiman 0548 533-050 kunu Ghana de minim ene se nupa ene de aba Ghana ene nti prostrate no o ma ne maje mema ye be ma ne mboso me mfa roba nkwohye be mem eye huntun capsules wo jonson tantam emo hyehye nzu fita bi de akira wo kwa so pe huntun capsules araba bazon tablet ne de e ma de sesia imfi ho pens no ebekọ bosome ebesisi so kama na imfi ho ache Mr. Kilde de ma de jan na so edi mensem ye kwa pidang habme Juliponia Pharmacy Danny Heba 0244 275 429 kwakwamo no eye Nana Kofi Herbal Center stroke any a high diabetes yes asthma hypertension pressure ulcer ya de ne tos wo pede ye chronic no a obi aso na twire sei wo de kwa no obi pampa mintumi ensa fa no konton so Roma soda ho Nana Kofi be hia no kikra no atwe ya de na ko na afi wade ho 0549 732-651 Zach I mean you 1 minute be na me problem kakra na say
oh yeah
but how the law no problem kakra
sounds one area I like very much inti the biasia and ye pemanso one area that I like it is my favorite area inti no wonder say
our trust as what follow
so I like and one thing okay since my okay that has been our position from day one so okay say
as good as
any players no say me try say ebe yi documents can say why as good and the players why they should be punished but if you are able to establish facts about individuals be omode also how ko nyanya bi a echoma bone a deal with them and handle them because kai mra na ye cheche as good no based on our law we also ye counter as nipa eso no she bibia bone also no as nipa no enso e bone yes asem the individual be say me bia me club amakwa bone e say ono so as good no so as also kwa na bone na ko pa na se no
okay
so you know my word is that if you say as good as an entity no
case in the buyer no and show a lot of concern. Main problem no. And omatenasi yes. You see, because sometimes as I again nine, me name how omanyama based on the court because listen, say league nasia. The best answer I can hear, even when the ruling is favoring as good, say yes, and yes. But the wonderful journal say, beer, young Koshas Yampo, the Ansha said, a dependent one. She said, I'm registration. You're close as good as registration. You understand? O mine, it's court no sometimes we come on says in my own. Oh, ebia asana mudibim. But A and B and C equity amountino. Ebia mudibim but yes suspend no. Na atake effect ebia. So no mako trefia. Me feel say as God as an entity. I know more good by I say o man show concern. Omo dadodo. Two champion so as obi ana team no na era no am wanyama because so okay na difference ko nya okwa one emu ha two okwa as ono no wa boss oni nya bom ono defense na obe asema ba twa ba ko no and represent ono champion and represent as good as represent players no sa ni nyina enti je for no omo mbre o ruling na ba omo ye baba kutugu na say it across ni nyina it I think say omo amwa how a omo ye case no so enti na go for we nya ba ye but I think say they have a very good case if my problem is the timing okay so one yan sha but who no yes ampa masem na yampa as good as entity there nanka omo di bim by a long way no yes because of because
does it really take a legal brain to point out the arbitrariness and recklessness in that landmark ruling under review? I express disgust especially about how they punish Lamte on hearsay on hearsay or what I describe as third-party evidence. If they shifted from the primary investigation to establish the fact that the said match was played for betting purposes, how do you and Obama or how do you Kofi my son reconcile that with the ruling? And I say my take the way Chemo